Luke Donald has his work cut out as the Ryder Cup Veterans all vanish to the retirement home that is LIV Tour. Fact is, how much experience will Team Europe be able to field, or are they going to field a team of rookies? Having seen Luke Donald take the captaincy from Henrik Stenson for the 2023 Ryder Cup in Rome after Stenson joined the controversial LIV Tour, what players are European in the world's top 100 golf rankings that could play in the Ryder Cup? And if European LIV players are allowed to play, could the old boy Ryder Cup veterans who have joined the retirement home that is LIV be poor for team morale? At the recent BMW PGA Championship at Wentworth, McIlroy and Shane Lowry have certainly made their thoughts known that they don't want to see their European colleagues playing in the Ryder Cup next year, and that perhaps it's time to start rebuilding a new team of European talent to take on the US. Let's dive into who Donald will likely not be calling upon for Ryder Cup services, the records that we're leaving behind with these players, and what new talent can we bring to the table. Team USA can fill their squad of 12 within the world's top 20 players, whilst Europe need the world top 60 to field the team. With Donald introducing a pick of 6 wildcards, perhaps he has some different choices lined up, thinking he needs something different to stand a chance. Let's break down the team, who Europe are missing, and what solutions Donald should have moving forward. The veterans. Lee Westwood, the former world number 1, although never winning a major, has been extremely steady through his career, winning numerous titles on the European/DP World Tour, having cashed in on LIV, and likely not playing in a Ryder Cup again. Team Europe will be missing a record of 21 wins, 20 draws, and 6 losses. Ian Poulter. Renowned for his animated Ryder Cup passion and chest pumps, Poulter will not be delivering his mantra of the postman in 2023. A man that loves the Ryder Cup more than anything can still be tempted by the guaranteed money that LIV Tour provides, a sacrifice that may well have ended the 46-year-old Ryder Cup's career, as well as removed a key talisman from the dressing room. His record of 15 wins, 8 draws, and 2 losses is very impressive. Martin Kaymer. The man who sunk the winning putt to complete the Miracle of Medina in 2012, Kaymer has featured in 4 Ryder Cups, finishing on the winning side 3 times. With a record of 5 wins, 6 draws, and 3 losses, the 2-time major champion will likely not be featured again in a Ryder Cup. Paul Casey. The steady Englishman has featured in 5 Ryder Cups over his career and again is a superb talent never to get over the line in a major. His record of 4 wins, 7 draws, and 5 losses leaves him not a huge loss, but none of the less than experienced presence in the locker room that is lost. Sergio Garcia. The fiery Spaniard is the highest points winner in Ryder Cup history, surpassing Spanish Ryder Cup legends Seve Ballesteros and Jose Maria Lafave. Featuring in 10 Ryder Cups, his record of 25 wins, 14 draws, and 7 losses is a wealth of experience that for sure Team Europe shall miss. He hasn't missed a Ryder Cup in 21 years, a sublime record that for sure you would imagine will be a miss for Team Europe, even as far as in a vice captaincy capacity in the future as well. Graham McDowell. The US Open winner in 2010 has enjoyed a good golfing career, the first of the Irish trio including himself, Rory McIlroy, and Darren Clarke to win majors in the 2010-2011 spell. Although a consistent ball striker, GMAC hasn't featured in a Ryder Cup since 2014 at Gleneagles, where a dip in form has forever held him back since. His record of 8 wins, 5 draws, and 2 losses is very respectable over 4 Ryder Cups, proving his bottle when defeating Hunter Mahan in 2010 to secure the trophy at Celtic Manor. Henrik Stenson. Finally, the Iceman. A big loss when he gave up his Ryder Cup captaincy this year to join the LIV Tour. The 2016 Open champion surrounds controversy of being greedy and sacrificing his loyalty to the history of the Ryder Cup for a guaranteed paycheck. Often seen as the kindest man on the tour, he's opened himself up as an enemy amongst the tours and again taints his 10 wins, 7 draws, and 2 loss record, a very respectable one. So with the old veterans of the Ryder Cup team not up for grabs, who do we have instead is available? Rory McIlroy. The Northern Irishman continues to hit great form this year, and now having got to the age of 33, He's now at present the most experienced Ryder Cup player in the squad and will be leading the way. With 12 wins, 12 draws, and 4 losses, Roars will be the key man moving into the 2023 Ryder Cup, boasting a number of near misses in majors this year, including the Masters and the Open Championship. He is consistently up there in the big events and hopefully can continue this run of form. Victor Hovland, the Norwegian powerhouse, aged 25, has made a huge case for himself since he came onto the professional scene in 2019. With wins including the Hero World Challenge, Victor is proving his caliber amongst the very best. Having played the 2020 Ryder Cup, Victor has a point to prove and will be a strong candidate for the team. Despite his height, his very unique swing produces unbelievable control and distance. Having played only the 2020 Ryder Cup, where he made 3 halves and 2 losses, the Norwegian will wish to improve that record. Jon Rahm. Having reached world number 1, Rambo, as a US Open champion, will be ready to cement his authority on the Ryder Cup after his stunning display in France 2018, besting Tiger Woods in the singles in empathetic style. The only player to perform at Whistling Straits in 2021, Rambo will be an important anchor in the squad with his 4 wins, 3 draws, and only 1 loss. Despite the Spaniard's amazing length off the tee, his hands around the green are certainly amazing and produce all kinds of magic. Matt Fitzpatrick. The US Open champion in 2022, Matt created history this year by winning on the same course that he won the US Amateur on, the Country Club. In previous years, the young lad from Sheffield has maybe struggled with distance off the tee, but after some serious intense training with his biomechanist, Sasha McKenzie, and coach Mike Walker, his length off the tee improved his iron play. Together with his now cross-handed chipping technique, Matt is a proven steady player. Having played in 2 losing Ryder Cup sides, the Yorkshireman will have something to prove. Shane Lowry. The Open champion in 2019, Shane is consistently up there in the DP World Tour, his most recent win being the 2022 BMW PGA Championship. A strong talent in the game, Shane won his first professional event as an amateur in 2009 when he came onto the scene. With a likable personality and very talented golf game, the Irishman is a crowd favorite. Having only played the 2020 Ryder Cup, Shane will want to improve his record of 1 win, 2 draws, and 0 losses. Tyrrell Hatton. The hot-headed Englishman is certainly a crowd favorite, albeit being a great golfer, but also due to the fact that he can have a head off in proper style. His funny antics in the DP World Tour videos drawn plenty of attention, but the 6-time DP World Tour winner and Arnold Palmer Invitational 2020 winner is a talent with a Ryder Cup record of 2 wins, 3 draws, and a loss. A fun fact, Tyrrell's dad coached him growing up, as well as was a very respected club builder, fitting Tyrrell all of the time to make sure his equipment was in a good place. Tommy Fleetwood. Although he has luscious hair, there's more to Tommy than just the locks. The lad from Southport is no stranger when it comes to the Ryder Cup. Him and Francesco Molinari featuring as the unbeatable pair, Mollywood, at Le Golf National in Paris in 2018. A record of 4 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses will be something he wishes to build upon despite his on and off form. Thomas Pieters. The tall Belgian possesses a lot of talent and continues to show brilliant form. A man that some would say has underachieved compared to his potential, Pieters has won again in 2022. Although featuring in the loss during the 2016 Ryder Cup, he was the only man who played well that week for Team Europe, boasting a record of 4 wins and 1 draw. His long distance and superb short game magic, Thomas is an entertainer. Alex Noren. The methodical Swede is a DP World Tour journeyman, and although having played in the 2018 Ryder Cup, has been struggling with his game the past couple seasons. With ongoing coach Matt Belsham, Noren has struggled to recreate the form between 2017-2018 that got him into the Ryder Cup squad. Take a look at the picture of the Swede's hands he put on Instagram if you haven't seen it before. The calluses everywhere will tell you everything you need to know about his work ethic. Justin Rose. The last of the talisman that is the older Ryder Cup team, Rosie boasts a record of 13 wins, 8 draws, and 2 losses. Although a quiet year on the tour, having achieved a few top 10 finishes, Justin is still an individual that can be relied upon with experience. Since his contract with TaylorMade, Rose hasn't quite been in the same, having played with a contract from Hanma before canceling it, as well as focusing efforts to grow the women's game through the Justin Rose Ladies Series. So, there you have it, folks. The main candidates available for Team Europe. Although we have a number of previous Ryder Cup players, the wealth of experience isn't as much as those Europeans who would have joined the LIV Tour. And put up against a strong US team, Europe could find themselves in trouble next year. However, this year has also seen plenty of other young European talent make its way up the ranks. Let us know who your picks would be in the comments below, especially with Donald's 6th wildcard selection. For example, could even a Callum Shinkwin be making his mark, or Francesco Molinari with a run back to form? Time will tell as we move forward into next year.